Morning students, welcome in this lecture of class 8 standard English. Now the book which I am going to make you study today is about the honeydew, that is from your syllabus. Some stories are there that we need to discuss today. Some stories are there which are remembered for the eternity period. It means they are remembered for longer time, as much as the human beings are living, or as much as the story is relating with the people, it will always survive with the new examples, theories and many more things also. So if I talk about the story of today's lecture is depending upon the basic theory in which a promise is done. Not only a promise, something is written on behalf of somebody and the message has to be delivered to a special person, but due to some kinds of inconvenience or due to some kinds of problematic situation, it is actually not about to deliver, and thus the story is taking a very different turn. So here in this chapter I would like to derive one of the very basic and best lesson about the first chapter from the book. Once again I'll take the name of the book, that is Honeydew, and this textbook is of class 8 standard, where I'm standing with the lesson first English. So let's start with the story here. Before starting the story, one thing I would like to share with you, that the story is shared by, or we can say that its story is also written by Michel Morpurgo. Now you can also call like Michael, the spelling somehow can be conversate with each other. So the narrator is writing in a way that introduction says there are some dates or the period in which the history of the world that are somehow can be so significant. The histories, the time and the remaining facts could be significant to that, and we are remembering that also. Now the character in the story who plays the main role is himself the narrator, and he is a poor guy in the story. He's not having plenty of money, he's not having plenty of wealth to buy the new things. And as you know that at the time of Christmas, we all know that 25th of December is the Christmas. Now before starting, one thing we need to clear out: why we celebrate the Christmas. We celebrate Christmas because on that day, according to the mythology of the Christian civilization, Jesus got his birth, and Mother Mary and everybody is celebrating the Christmas. So this is also one of the festival which is celebrated worldwide, across the world, in a large amount of the people's group or by them. So everybody needs to buy something new in the Christmas gift, in the Christmas Eve or in the Christmas present. Now in the race of buying that kind of thing, or I can say that in the fancy of buying that kind of things, people sometimes convey themselves and relate themselves with some kinds of materialistic thinking too here, in which they are thinking that to bring some of the material can be good enough in this Christmas Eve. So therefore this lesson is also related with a material, and the story is starting with a material where in the desk table, or you can say in a small roll table, the author is finding something which is in the documentary form. It means that which is in the letter form, and it has to be delivered to somebody. So let's see out how the story is starting here. Now I've written some of the hard words too here. If you don't understand, you can go through with the hard words. Now the hard words which I have written here on the board are the sample hard words. They are not the hard words complete from the textbook. Other you can refer from the textbook. So if I talk about the lesson, it is starting that I spotted in a junk shop in the bird pot. Now what is bird pot? That is breed pot also, you can say that. It means that it's a place where the author is living, or where the narrator is living here. So he found a roll top desk, as you can see there. Now what is a roll top desk? It's a desk used to keep the material, to write something by keeping over that, to keep the vase, or to keep that material as a designery purpose, or a decorative house decor material at your home too here. So it was early of the 19th century. It was early with the 19th century. The man said when he is going to buy that kind of material, when the person is going, when the author is going to buy that material. And what is happening here? It was made with the oak tree, or the oak trees wood. This is very important thing which you need to understand. Oak tree wood are somehow used in a specific items only or in a selective items only, then they are not available everywhere. So it was, the man said that it was early of 19th century and the oak I had wanted that was also somehow related with this kinds of oak only. So but they were far too expensive. If you talk about the new oak trees, any table, desk table or anything he need, it was too far expensive, so he was not able to afford that. And in the meaning, when he was not able to afford that, he needed to replace his feeling with the new one to the old one, means he needed to buy a second one. Now what's happening here, I wanted, but they were somehow expensive too here. A roll top desk was very expensive here. So this one was in the bad condition. When he went in the junkyard, he found that in a junk shop means a shop which consists of all the old material, the scrap materials and the antique material stored here. So when he went there, he found this oak trees made all the desktop roller drawer, and he began to think that I thought it could restore it, it could be restored, or I thought it can be restored. हाँ ये restored हो सकता है, means I can repair this, थोड़ा बहुत टूटा फूटा I can repair this. See what is happening whenever we need to buy something second, means reused material, refurbished material, renewed material. Actually we need to invest some of the money or some of our hard work inside that to make it perfect. For example, if you buy a car, obviously that car is not going to come like brand new. It will be having some scratches, some wheel maybe you have to change out, horn is not working, so you have to change the horn also. See what is happening when you are buying the second gadget or second materials, they are always not that much quite fresh as the brand new is the fresh. So you need to adjust, that is the compromise. He's also doing something. He's thinking that I can replace or some of the parts of that, I can restore that parts. So he said that this one was looking somehow in the bad condition in the junkyard. It was there in the corner, and literally the roll top in the several pieces was that, like it was not in a one piece, in the several pieces, and it was damaged also somehow. So one like clumsy, as he says that, mended scorch mark all down here. Scorch mark means the burn mark. Some of the burn mark was there, some of the water mark were there, some of the drawer was not working properly, so he need to do that also, make it properly. And after that, little money also it was needing to modify that. So he was thinking, yeah, I can do something. As you can see the textbook page number, the lesson number 1, that he was thinking to repair this kinds of drawer. Okay, the narrator was thinking to repair, and it was going for a few little money. So I thought I could restore it and buy it here. तो थोड़ा बहुत खर्चा करके मैं कम पैसे में ले लूँगा, and I will take that and I will try to buy it also. And I'll take it at my home, I'll do the hard work on that. So it was going for a very few money here. So I thought I could have it, and literally what happened, he had it. Now after having this kinds of thing, what is the first work of our own? We will clean it first of all, then we will check it out which kind of parts are not working, and when we'll check it out, we will make sure to repair that parts also. So I paid the man, brought it back to my workroom, and then I started the work at my workroom. Workroom means a small garage or a compartment where you can keep all the repairing materials, or where you can spend your leisure time to do any kind of repairing work also. So that is the workroom here. So I began working on it on the Christmas Eve. Now the author, the narrator, is becoming very impatient to check it out, and he is checking out and he is repairing that drawer at the same time when there was the Christmas Eve. Now when he was about to repair that, he thought that from where to start. See my dear students, whenever I say to you, whenever we are buying any second hand materials, or whenever we are buying any kind of used material, we are actually not sure that how it will work. We are also not sure that will it will work or not, properly or not. So here I removed the roll top completely and pulled out here, and drawers also, the veneer too here. Veneer means a thin layer of the plastic which was over that, and after that I lifted the veneer. Almost everywhere I found that it was somehow having the water damage, means it consists of the water damage. See, whenever there is a water damage, you can find the spot mark of the water. So that is also available in this text or in this lesson here. So now look like water damage, as I said you. So now here both the fire and water had damaged this piece of wood or the piece of table, desk table, and clearly taken to the other side, and I rolled that to the other side, and I found that it was somehow good from the other side. So last door was stuck fast, it was not opening, so I'm trying to open that. I was trying to open that, and I tried all could I do it with ease, and then when it was not happening, gently also I pulled it very forcefully. And now when he pulled it very brutally, you know the meaning of brutal, very dangerously, very vigorously, when he is pulling that thing brutally, it is actually flying out. Flying out means it is coming very rapidly out. See, whenever you are actually trying to open anything and it is not opening, like if you are opening the box of Chyawanprash to eat that, to boost up your immunity system, because in this COVID-19 we need to boost up our immunity system, and that bottle is not opening, then what will happen? You will try to open it, and when you are trying to open it will just squeezed by yourself in your hand, by itself in your hand, so you can paste or you can see that the stain mark everywhere. So that is also like that here. So he is trying to pull that here, and brutally he is actually pulling that whole drawer. Now what is happening? I use the brutal force. I stuck it sharply, and then with the side my fist means this hand, the drawer was somehow pulled very outly. So I reached in and took a small black tin box. When I opened that, I found something was there. You can see here, I did the picture. If the students, those who have not got the textbook, they can see easily this kinds of picture, how the man is trying to open that. So there was a tin box. Tin box means very thin iron plated box. So I reached with that, and it was also sellotaped, means everywhere the sellotape was there, something it was consisting. When I opened the sellotape, I found a note paper, and it was written in the Shanky handwriting, in a very cursive handwriting, that last letter received January 25, and that was 1915. It seems that somebody has written it for someone, like a message of reply. So he is telling that last letter replaced or last letter visited to me on the 25th January 1915. So it to be buried with me when the time comes, और लिखा है इसे मेरे साथ ही दफना देना जब भी समय आता है, ये मेरा आखिरी पत्र मिला हुआ है. Okay, like that, he is just defining. ये किसने लिखा हुआ था? किसने लिखा था? I will tell you very soon, or continue this lecture, I will tell you. You need to continue just. So here, to be buried with me when the time comes. And after that, what is happening? And then literally the time comes, I knew I did a wrong thing. Obviously, whenever you are going to search any personal document, or whenever you are going to take out some of the information of some other person, obviously there are some kinds of guilty feeling inside you. Why? Because you are without their permission accessing their documentary work, their information, their all the thoughts and their personal talks too here. That is actually very bad. Reading anyone's diary is also very, very bad thing here. So inside the box there was an envelope. Now he opened the envelope and he found something more interesting. The address was there. Now what was the address? Mrs. Jim McPherson, 12 Copper Beach. That was the address. Birdport, that was the locative address here, and Dorset. So I took out the letter. This was letter consisting of general name and the address here. So I took out the letter and unfolded it, and it was written in the pencil and dated on the top December 26, 1914. It means that somebody was more there who was writing the letter in the feedback, or someone was more there who was helping this man, not this man, but the man who wrote the letter inside the box, and he was also giving the reply. There was a conversation between someone else. See, I'll not tell you who was that person, because slowly the mystery will reveal here. So my dear students, I hope till here your examples and your theories about this lesson, your thought about this lesson is very, very much clear. And if I go more further, so what thing we need to understand here? What are the questions? Some questions are there. Okay, what did the author find in the junk box? And you can write down there that he found an envelope, and that envelope consisted somebody else letter. So what was in the letter? Let's start the part 2 of this chapter. Dearest means one of the very closest. Dearest Connie, I write to you in much happier frame. Much happier frame means I'm happy while I'm writing this kinds of letter. A much happier frame, I'm without any minding, because something wonderful just had happened. and that I must tell you. He saw something. Now, there was something written by a soldier, that what by a man, that what he observed early in the morning. Now what he observed, see, if you read and focus in the textbook, you will understand that something strange happened there. I want to tell you about it once. What happened, that once we all were standing in our trenches, like soldiers are standing. Trenches means a long deep ditch. A soldier is writing letter to another person. I'll tell you who is that person. Just you need to keep some secret here. So he's writing that we all were standing in our trenches yesterday in the morning, and Christmas morning it was crisp. Crisp means it was too cold enough in the morning, quite all about as beautiful as the morning as I have ever seen, as cold and frosty as Christmas morning should be. And there was something strange. I should like to be able to tell you about this thing. See, whatever he is writing in his letter, and this man is reading the letter. I'm talking about the story, one which is running currently and one which is referring the flashback. मतलब अभी मैं जो पढ़ रहा हूँ स्टोरी, वो एक लेटर पढ़ रहा हूँ स्टोरी में, जो लेटर किसी और ने लिखा है, और ये लेटर पढ़ कौन रहा है? एक्चुअली द नरेटर. So here, what is written here? I should tell you that I would able to begin from where, that is a confusion. कहाँ से start करूँ मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा, because I'm very happy to write this letter here. I should like to be able to tell you that it began, but the truth I am ashamed to say. मुझे थोड़ी शर्म भी आ रही है. Okay, I am ashamed to say about that here. The Fitz began it. The first Fitz began it means what? You know, a German name. पहले किसी जर्मनी ने स्टार्ट किया, एक जर्मन पर्सन ने. फर्स्ट समवन विद द वाइट फ्लैग केम आउट. पहले सुबह सुबह किसी ने वाइट फ्लैग दिखाया. ओके, समबडी केम आउट विद द वाइट फ्लैग वेविंग फ्रॉम द ट्रेंचेस अपोजिट. तो किसी ने अपना एक वाइट फ्लैग दिखाया फ्रॉम द ट्रेंचेस, वो अपने बंकर में से, इंटरनल बंकर में से. यू नो, आर्मीज आर देयर. देखो ये स्टोरी है पूरी आर्मीज की. मीन्स व्हाट इज हैपनिंग ऑन द बॉर्डर. दो ग्रुप कैसे लड़ते हैं, और फिर दोनों फ्रेंडशिप, एक दिन के लिए फ्रेंड्स भी बनते हैं. दे बोथ आर हेल्पिंग, सेलिब्रेशन भी होता है. तो वो लिख रहे हैं कि यार मैंने देखा कि सामने वाले ग्रुप ऑफ आर्मी ने झंडा दिखाया. दे हैव जस्ट वेव अ फ्लैग, white flag. See, red flag is the symbol of war, warning for the war. White flag is the symbol for the peace, Santi. So, and then they were calling out from across no man's land. यानी कि वो एक ऐसी जगह से बोल रहे थे जिसका कोई ज़मीन, किसी का नाम नहीं था. Okay, it was like no man's land. And somehow they were just reciting one thing. Happy Christmas, Tommy. Happy Christmas. मैरी क्रिसमस. दे वर जस्ट शाउटिंग दिस. नाम लेकर चिल्ला थे वो. ओके, और वो हमारी तरफ इशारा कर रहे थे. व्हेन वी हैड गॉट ओवर वी सरप्राइज्ड, वी वर सरप्राइज्ड. समवन वी शुड शाउट बैक, समवन यू शुड फ्रिट्स. सेम टू यू, सेम टू यू, एंड सेम टू यू फ्रिट्स. वी ऑल्सो शाउटेड बैक, सेम टू यू, सेम टू यू फ्रिट्स. ओ जर्मन, सेम टू यू. तुम्हें भी एक जर्मन नेम होता है. Thought that it would be somehow it will be good thing, so also we replied out. हमने भी रिप्लाई किया. देखिए ये सारी बातें लेटर में लिखी हुई है, और लेटर पढ़ रहा है हमारा एक नरेटर, जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि भाई लेटर में था क्या. व्हाट वाज इन द लेटर, व्हाट वाज इन द पास्ट टाइम हैपनिंग. और किसी ने किसी को लेटर लिखा था जो नहीं पहुँचा था. सो इट वॉज रिटन देयर इनसाइड द लेटर, एंड वी ऑल डिड. हम सब ने यही किया. वी ऑल्सो विश द मैरी क्रिसमस हियर. बट सडनली समथिंग हैपन. सडनली वन ऑफ देम वॉज अप देयर इन द ग्रे कोट एंड वेविंग अ वाइट फ्लैग. डोंट शूट लैड्स, डोंट शूट. और फिर सामने से कोई खड़ा होकर बोलता है डोंट शूट, डोंट शूट, शूट मत करना, वी लाइक फ्रेंड्स हियर. एंड देन देयर वाज अनदर फिट्स अप टू द पैरापेट. एक और जर्मन सोल्जर आया. ओके, वन मोर जर्मन सोल्जर केम. ही इज ऑल्सो सेइंग डोंट शूट, डोंट शूट, मैरी क्रिसमस, मैरी क्रिसमस, वी आर फॉर द फ्रेंडशिप. आज फ्रेंडशिप करेंगे. Keep your heads down, I told man. It's a trick, but it wasn't here. And what I said, hey, keep your heads down. रुको, वहीं रुको, don't come forward. And I thought that I was mistaken. मुझे गलती हो गई. मुझे लगा यार ये लोग कुछ they are doing the tricks. ये कुछ tricks कर रहे हैं. But it was not actually a trick. It was really they were wishing us the Merry Christmas. See, my dear students, this lecture is still here only. And one moral till here I can give you that we should never ever take judgment in a hurry. Means very fast judgment taking is a bad policy. You should examine. जो दिखता है वो होता कभी कभी नहीं है. So you should examine that person. You should examine that moment. You should examine the situation. Then only you can say something on that. Then only you can judge something else. Then only you can be judgmental, and you can also be confidential about that kind of theories. Without knowing the truth, without knowing the situation, don't judge any person, place, thing or animal or anything. So you need to go with that, and you should always have friendship with everyone. So this is the lecture about the lesson 1, the Christmas Eve, which is the best one, and we will meet in the part 2, and I will take you to the next phase of this lesson where I will explain you about the detailed theory. So till then you can take care and keep revising. Wait for the part 2.